Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to check this ASUS projector, the model ZenBeam E1. First things first, I would like to say thanks to our friends from ASUS Philippines for letting us test this unit. First, let us check the spec sheet of this projector. It uses DLP technology, LED lifespan up to 30,000 hours, native resolution of 480p with maximum input of 1080p. Contrast ratio is 3,500:1, has built-in speaker, HDMI port, audio out, USB-A port, battery life up to 5 hours, and a lot more. I'll just include a link on the description below for the full specification. Before we try to test the projector, I would just like to remind you that a dark area is the best setup to see better image quality using a projector. But guys, I don't have the best camera for low light scenario, so the video that you will be seeing later on would definitely be less compared to the actual thing that I am seeing. So if you'll be using this E1 for yourself, it is better compared to the recorded one later on. First, let us try to check on using a cheap projector screen that we purchased from Lazada. It uses a white polyester material. For the first test, we have the lights on. But honestly guys, it's just one ceiling light and it's not that bright and we are able to see the video. But not that clear for the video being projected is actually a little bit dark. But if we are going to watch videos that is bright most of the time, like maybe cartoons or anime, it performs better and we can clearly watch the entire movie without having any difficulty. Then, if we try to turn off the lights, we got better results for the image quality. I would just like to mention that the top part here is a little washed, for there is no light blocking at the back. Unlike at the bottom part, which there is a wall at the back and it blocks the light. Okay, we also tried using a different projector screen, a gray one from our window roller shades. First, with the lights on. And now let us try to test it with the lights off. And as you can see, it is definitely better than the one with the lights on. It seems that watching video is great on this one, but what about if we try to use it as our main source of computer display? And as per checking, you will be having a hard time. As you can see, the small text is really hard to read for, I think, the native resolution of 480p greatly affects the image quality. We are not sure if the 720p or even higher will be better in small text or the small details that is being projected. But of course, what about if we try to use this like for a presentation, for your meeting or meeting with a client? Just use it just for presentation. Okay guys, and if you plan to use this on a presentation for your board meeting or just any other presentation, this will work great because on a presentation, you usually do a larger font size for your audience to be able to read your presentation. Like for example, this one is still readable on my actual. I hope you can still see it on the video that you're watching. And right now, we still have a light, a ceiling light turned on, so my audience can still see me. So it still works, readable in that area. And I'm going to turn off the ceiling light and maybe let's try to check if the presentation will improve. Yes, even though it's actually readable and presentable, I'll still try to turn off the lights to show you the actual performance. Okay, and right now we have turned off the ceiling lights and I apologize for I'm dark, so you will be having a hard time seeing me during this video. But let's just focus on the presentation for the test for the Zen projector. And as you can see, the presentation is actually giving us more color and brighter color compared to the one that we have a light turned on, which is more washed compared to this one. But nonetheless, that the one we have a light that is turned on, it is still usable for presentation. Now for the last test. How huge can it actually project? Unfortunately, I don't have a huge area, but this is the actual test. Okay guys, right now I'm outside my house and it's already evening and we have a light coming from the street post. And of course, we're going to test this projector as well on how huge can it give us an actual projection. That entire wall is somewhere around 8 to 9 meters in width, but per spec sheet, it mentions that it can actually project up to 120 inches projected screen. Maybe it's the max for the best image quality that you can get. More than that one, it will be washed away because it's actually huge. And let's stay for the 120 if you want to watch a good viewing or best image quality. Now for the battery life, it actually differs on your usage. If you will be using it with a maximum volume or using a Chromecast dongle, it will definitely be less. But as per testing, we try to connect it to a computer with the volume set to middle. We are able to achieve around 4 hours and 37 minutes, enough to watch Doctor Strange 1 and 2 continuously. And really enough, it is close to the 5 hours that was mentioned on the spec sheet. Maybe if you won't be using any volume or going to use it just for presentation, maybe it will get the 5 hours that was mentioned. Okay, if you will be using it as a power bank, max charging output is 5 volts 1 amp or 5 watts. It is actually a slow charger but still nice to have and still very useful with the USB powered Chromecast. And charging time from 0 to 100 is around 3 hours and 40 minutes. For the built-in speaker, it is fairly acceptable when you're going to use it in a boardroom or inside the room. But if you will be using it for outdoor, better use a dedicated speaker for a louder volume. Now for the verdict, I'm giving the ZenBeam E1 a 4 star. The cons that I can see is that there is no wireless projection or built-in TV box or any Android app. You will only be able to use this one using a laptop or desktop, which is actually a hassle if you plan to use it for outdoor. Yes, a Chromecast is an option for smaller baggage, but still hassle to have it separately. Maybe wireless projection is not available for this ZenBeam E1. For this model was released somewhere around 2017, and it is actually the most affordable in the ZenBeam lineup. But guys, it is still not cheap and it costs around 17,000 pesos. You're actually paying for a premium for the build quality and reliability of this projector. Aside from that, everything's great, really portable and handy, fits a small pocket in your laptop bag or backpack. Use it for a client meeting presentation or if you just want a huge viewing experience watching movies. Image quality is good for a 480p resolution. Definitely the best 480p projector that I have tested so far on this size. And guys, you will be able to watch 2 movies with the battery of this projector. And I think that will be all for now. If you have comment suggestion, comment down below or message me at Chavez. Again guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe and bye.